A simple spread of basic ingredients here. For this recipe, you can use fresh cod, haddock, or any local whitefish. Previously frozen works as well. This dish calls for leftover cooked fish. Here's a valuable chef trick. When baking whitefish, which has a low fat content, add about 1/8 of an inch of water or wine into the casserole dish. This helps to maintain the moisture and prevents the fillet from drying out. Now it's time to rough mash your cooked potatoes using your favorite potato mashing tool. Lumps are totally cool here. Now, my favorite style of breadcrumbs. They're fresh, white breadcrumbs. Here I'm using a simple white sandwich bread. Begin by removing the crust and then cut into 1-inch cubes. Transfer into a food processor and process until you reach a fine, crummy consistency. Meanwhile, your fish should be finished cooking and flake easily. Allow it to cool completely in the fridge before making your fish cake mixture. In a large bowl, break your fish into approximately 1/2-inch to 1-inch pieces or flakes. It should flake apart naturally. Using your hands is the easiest way to do this. Now, add your cooled mashed potatoes and gently fold them in. Add your beaten eggs, mayonnaise, white cheddar cheese, chopped chives, ground savory, salt and black pepper. Thoroughly fold everything together until fully combined. Let's add our panko crumbs now. That binds everything together and give it one more good mix. Now, chill the mixture for at least 15 minutes before forming your cakes. Time to shape things up. Form equally sized round cakes about 3/4 of an inch thick. Once formed, press each side into the fresh white breadcrumbs to coat them. This will give it that extra crispy golden touch once they're pan fried. As you can see here, I like to toss the mixture back and forth in my hands to create a ball shape, and then press it down to flatten it out. Repeat this process until you have your desired number of cakes made. Okay, it's time to give these the Midas touch. Heat a skillet over medium-high heat and add a generous glug of neutral cooking oil. I like to drop a couple of crumbs into the oil to ensure that the oil is hot enough. Try to avoid moving them around in the pan while they're cooking. Be sure not to overcrowd the pan. You may need to cook these in a couple of batches. Don't be afraid to take a peek to check for that golden color. Once they look good, carefully flip them over, cook them for another 2 to 3 minutes. Never use extra virgin olive oil to cook in. The smoke point is way too low and it will burn in your pan. Wow! Will you look at those beauties? This is making me hungry. And now, the grand finale. Serve your homemade fish cakes with lemon and a touch of tartar sauce on the side if you like. These are absolutely one of my personal favorite foods in the world. And now you have my personal recipe. It's truly my pleasure to share it with you. Bon appetit!